since COVID began, we remember the alcohol sales really shot up for some obvious reasons, I guess. But now that the New Year's Eve parties are over, New Year's resolutions are kicking in, and it seems like even more than most years, it seems to me, Abby, people are talking about doing the dry January thing.
Well, my birthday's in January, so.
Oh, it's a hard day. Sorry.
How effective is this trend called dry January? And how does taking a short break from drinking impact your health? Dr. Gautam Desai, professor and chair of primary care at KCU, is here to tell us more. Good morning, Dr. Desai.
Good morning, Pat and Abby. And people will do that in February in case their birthday is in January.
There you go. There you go, Abby. Just push it to
always
February.
An option. It can be done any month, right?
Correct.
Okay, so a lot of people are talking about this drying out after the holidays. Are there any health benefits of taking even just a month-long break?
Yeah, so some of the short-term benefits you'll see are to your pocketbook. You'll save some money, and then you might notice that you're sleeping better. Maybe you have less heartburn, and if you're diabetic, maybe your blood sugars will improve. But in my mind, really the best thing that occurs with this is that it gives you a chance to see how alcohol impacts your relationship with your mood, with your energy levels, and with other people. It kind of gives you a chance to reflect.
Yeah, I'm really going to try at least some portion of it this month, Dr. Desai, because I have read about this, like literally, like everything from your skin, your amount of confidence when you're, walking around when you're not drinking, to just everything, energy levels, posture, worldview. Like everything is better when you take a break, right?
Yeah, and just kind of paying attention to that and saying, hey, you know what? Well, if this is working better for me, maybe I will decrease in the future. Because, you can do anything for a month, but unless you change for longer term, it's going to go back to the way it was.
And is quitting alcohol cold turkey an okay thing for someone to do who might be a chronic user of alcohol?
Yeah, so if people are heavy drinkers or binge drinkers, more than 3 to 4 drinks a night or 4 to 5 drinks at a time for males and females, then you could be at risk for having withdrawal, especially if you have a history of seizures from any cause or had withdrawal in the past. So you definitely want to get medical help if you're doing it for those reasons, or if you have any signs or symptoms of withdrawal. Even if you're not a heavy drinker, you want to pay attention to those. So you start getting like tremors, headaches, nausea, anxiety, then pay attention to what your body's telling you too.
Yeah, and not to get too dark with this, Dr. Desai, but isn't that because for those chronic drinkers, like their body has just come to rely on it? Like it's, you know what I'm saying?
It's like medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does change a lot of the neurochemistry in the brain, so it's important to listen to that.
All right, what are your suggestions for replacing alcohol during the long, cold month of January?
Yeah, so the first is just kind of having a reason for doing it. So if you just say, hey, I saw on Instagram someone is quitting alcohol, so I will also, that's not going to be the best reason for that month. But if you have a reason for yourself, like if you want to improve your fitness, maybe use that time to learn some new recipes. If you want to improve your blood sugar, maybe spend time, meal prepping or reading about diabetes. Or if you want to learn a new skill as part of your reasoning, then you can use that time for that. So just having some other reason than just trying to quit cold turkey, and then, just looking to craft mocktails or just other fun recipes where you can experiment with different flavors that can give you that same mouthfeel.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, good advice.
I know.
Right. Dr. Desai, thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey, my pleasure to both of you. Have a great week.
Thanks, you too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.